Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Valerie's Let's Talk About It. Anyhow, I'm not going to prolong you guys for long. Just want to talk some real talk and see what's going to be going on later on in the future. With further ado, I want to introduce you to my guest. My guest's name is Lavetta, but she goes by the name of Vet. So, Vet, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, hello everyone. Thank you, Val, for having me on. As she said, I go by Vet or Vetta. I am single parent and I'm divorced. I've been divorced now probably 6 years. And I'm just a hustler. That's it. I'm a hustler. I believe in making things happen and doing the best I can out here. And pretty much that's it, right? Nothing's going to be handed to you. You got to work for it. So
Absolutely.
That's my motto. I'm going to work for it and I'm going to get it.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And that is true. That's real talk because so often we get caught up with thinking that, the world owes us something. The world don't owe you anything. Anything that you want, you have to put forth the effort to get. And I wish people would get that out of their mind as far as, well, I did this for you, so you do that for me. No.
Right.
I did it for you because I wanted to.
Right.
Not because I was obligated. So therefore, don't expect.
Absolutely.
And you won't be disappointed.
Absolutely. Because I don't expect anything from anyone.
Exactly.
If you do it, thank you, out of the kindness of your heart. But
exactly.
If you don't do it, I'm going to get it done.
I'm gonna make it happen.
Right.
It may take me a little while, but it's going to happen.
Right.
I'm going to make it happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But we want to talk about today, what we really want to talk about is this ongoing thing about relationships.
Yes.
I know a lot of people are talking about it, and you got a lot of coaches out here that's telling you you should do this and you should do that. But in actuality, the bottom line is it all falls on you. No one can actually tell you when enough is enough.
Yes.
You have to figure that out on your own.
Absolutely.
And so that you were saying that you're divorced.
Yes.
Okay, how long have you been divorced?
I want to say 6 years.
6 years.
Got to be about 6 years, going on 7.
Okay, so what brought you to that divorce point or that separation point first? Because you had to separate first.
Correct. Honestly, it was more so I was tired. We give and we pour out, and if you don't have that energy coming back, deposited back into you, you become drained. And once you're drained, right?
Ooh.
Right, that part, there's no turning back from that. It's just like if you think of an electric car, if you don't have a place to plug it in, guess what? It's gonna die out. No matter how many times you try to turn it or whatever to come on, that's it.
That's true. And I like that word drained because, we as women, we have a tendency to want to just, I think it's going to get better.
Right.
Oh, and you see all the signs. All the signs are there. But in the back of your mind, you're hoping and you're wishing, he's going to change. And no, I'm not here to badger the men because guess what? Men go through the same bullshit that we women go through. I mean, pain is pain. It doesn't have a gender.
Absolutely.
So, but there comes a point in my life.
Right.
Let me talk about me.
Right.
Comes a point in my life, and I am a woman of patience. Whoa! I got a cousin. My cousin told me. My cousin said, "You have the patience of Job." And and I'm sitting there, I'm saying, no, I don't. But then I realized, I tolerate a lot.
Absolutely.
And then it's like, okay, this is it. I am done. And when I say I'm done, believe me, I'm done.
Right.
Don't even question, can we make it? No, I'm done.
What you mean? Right.
I have put up with this long enough. And you can talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So my thing is, when you're tired of being tired, that's when normally you start to ponder in your mind, okay, what is it that needs to do? Like, what do I need to do because I'm tired of being tired? You just become sick the moment, and I'm not saying this was my situation. I'm just saying the moment you begin to look at a person and they make you just disgusted. You're tired of looking at them. Is that the point that, okay, listen, you got to go. I got to go. Something has to change because you starting to make me sick to my stomach.
That's real talk. That's real
You know
talk.
what I mean? It's like, when are you going to start thinking about you? That's the thing. Like Val said, we as women, we want to make everything right. But that's our nature, right? Exactly. That's our nature. We are emotional creatures. So therefore, we want to fix everything. I call them fixers. And that was what I used to do. I wanted to fix everything, make everything right. What is it that you need? What is it that you want? How can I do it? When you want me to do it? And to the point that you're like, okay, wait a minute.
What am I doing to enhance myself?
Correct.
I'm enhancing him, but what is he doing? And it was at that point where I said, "Oh, he's not doing anything."
All this that I'm doing. Wait a minute.
I'm pouring and I'm pouring and I'm pouring, and no one is pouring back into me.
Absolutely.
I got a big hole in the bottom of my glass, and it's just splattering everywhere. Okay, I'm tired.
Right.
It's
never ending well.
Yeah. And like I said, guys, men, whatever,
same. Absolutely.
they go through the same thing. Because we as women, and I'm gonna talk about us because I'm a woman. We as women bring drama. Unnecessary drama.
Unnecessary drama.
We looking for this king. Oh my God, I wish I would get past the king and realize.
Queens, right.
Realize everybody's not born to be a king. Everybody's not born to be a queen. But just fit the role of male and female.
Right.
And we want this king to have this and have that, and he's gonna do this for me. Wait, my brothers, I understand. I understand totally, because that is a dramatic, materialistic woman. And when you see that, don't try to fix her. Move. Because you're gonna be just like we were.
Right.
Drained. I mean,
absolutely.
My thing is, if you're looking for a man that you think is supposed to be your knight in shining armor,
right,
what are you bringing?
Right.
I mean, yeah, you bringing love. Love is good. Love don't pay no bills.
No, it sure don't.
I mean,
can you say that again?
Love don't pay no bills. Yeah, that's improper grammar, but it's real talk.
It is. Right, real
Love
talk.
don't
Absolutely.
pay no bills, and oh my God, can we get past the sex? If you've ever had sex once, need I say more? I mean, really, you're trying to do all these moves and all this and all that for what?
Right.
This man has been with someone besides you, and you trying to outdo that next woman. Forget about it.
Right.
Do you?
Be you, boo.
I mean, really, if you just got a sex relationship, name it that.
Absolutely.
And keep moving. Yeah. But if you're trying to do something else, if you're trying to be more on a serious level, then present something more than sex.
Right. What are you bringing to the table?
Yeah. And, I said that to one woman. And, I thought she would kill me. I said, she was telling me stuff that she wanted from a man. And I'm saying,
what you got?
What you got? I said, because you don't work.
Right.
No, I don't believe a woman should work. Well, bitch, you shouldn't have nothing.
2023. You got to work, boo. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, sweetie.
What?
I said,
no.
I don't know where you're going to find him unless you go on the neighborhood block.
Or something.
Because you're not going to find a working man that's out for something, that wants something in life.
Right.
You're not going to find that kind of guy with your mentality.
Right.
Man on the block, they got
possibility.
Absolutely. And then again, that man on the block might be looking for what you're bringing to the table.
Absolutely. At least he out there on the block. Where you at, boo? Where you at?
Oh my God.
on a realistic side, you know, it's true. I remember growing up, you know, my mom used to always say that you want someone that at least has what you have, or working towards it. If not, the thing about it is having a balance or bringing me up. We should not be bringing one another down. We should be leveling up. You know, this is 2023. You know, I don't believe in 50-50. You give your 100, I'm gonna give my 100 because it's a team effort. You know, but today the mentality of men and women, you know, it's at a point where it's a tit for tat. If you ain't doing it, I ain't doing it.
Let's do it.
Me, I'm more like, if it need to be done, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Right.
You know?
What are you keeping tabs on what you do and what I do? That's not the way it's gonna work. It's not gonna work because there may be things that I know how to do that you don't know how to do.
Absolutely.
And vice versa.
And guess what? I don't have a problem with you doing it.
Do it, boo.
And I hope you don't have a problem with me doing it.
Absolutely.
You know, another thing that I have found out with past relationships is some men are easily intimidated.
Very intimidated.
For
Why?
what?
Why?
Why are you intimidated? Because you got to understand, this woman had this stuff before she got with
Absolutely.
you. So what makes you intimidated by this woman? There should not be anything. You should be saying, oh, that's somebody that wants something. So we're going to link up and we're gonna grow together.
Now, I can do a little flip because you know, not to discredit what Val said, but it is a point where we as women have to realize that men want to feel like men. Okay, so we're not talking about that type of intimidation where you're meeting her and she has everything, because that you know, that was me. That was me. Hey y'all, that was me. I'm a city girl. I'm not gonna be asking you 2 and 3 times to do nothing. I'm gonna ask you one time. Matter of fact, pause. Because I had a point where I wouldn't ask you. I felt like if you saw that it needed to be done, then you need to do it.
Well, I get you at that point, but you gotta understand, they don't think like
that's what I.
They don't think like we think.
I had to grow up, so then I had to
and that's not a bad thing.
Right.
Like, please don't think that.
Right.
Take that to be a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, and it's just that what we see as need to be, they see it can wait.
Wait, absolutely.
And I don't have a problem.
I do have a problem.
I don't have a problem with it.
I don't want to wait. I'm sorry. Well, okay, that was the old me. The new me is like, you know, where my bow ass at? Because, you know, I'm ready now. You know what I mean? I don't mind waiting.
Okay.
I don't mind waiting. Okay. But what we need to realize is, even when I got married, you know, I was single longer. So therefore, it's just like, you know, on the spiritual side, we were in the world longer than we were, you know, believers of Christ, right? So therefore, it's not going to happen overnight.
Exactly.
So I had to learn that to be married. And, you know, even in a relationship, us as men and women, we need to realize that, first of all, what did they go through before I got with them?
Absolutely.
What baggage are you bringing
exactly
to the table?
And believe it or not, thank you for saying that. The one thing I can say is, and I do say this, do not expect me to be what you used to have.
Right.
I don't care about what you used to have.
Oh my, say that.
I am a totally different person. Yes, I have the female features, but I may not think like Sally.
Right.
You know, and what Sally tolerated with Valerie's like, oh, negative.
Right. And then then it's like, you know.
You got an attitude. I don't have an attitude.
We are not angry black women out here, okay? We are not angry black. What we are fed up black women, okay?
Oh
we are fed up, okay? And that's reality. That's reality. The last thing that we want as women, and I'm quite sure you men are the same way, don't compare me to your ex. Don't compare me. Don't do that.
Oh.
Because if that was the case, then why are we here?
Go
back with your ex.
Go back.
It's a learning experience. What you have learned, right? You don't do and you don't tolerate. But don't dare bring your ex up into this house.
You remind me of I can't remind you of her because I'm not her. Bottom line, I may do some things that may remind you of things she did.
Correct.
But I'm not going to handle it the same way.
But now, check this out. Evidently, because if I didn't remind you of her, I would have probably never caught your attention.
Ooh,
Wait a minute.
Bingo.
So we have to have some similarities.
We got some similarities.
But we gonna handle them differently.
But we're gonna handle them. High five, my sister.
Woo! Yes. That part.
And the same thing goes with men.
Absolutely.
Mean, my heart goes out to my brothers now.
Yes.
Because I feel your pain. I feel your pain when it comes to a woman that is playing the game,
right.
or she's trying to drain you of what you have, and she's always taking and taking and taking. And I understand you men. I do.
We have empathy for y'all.
Yes, I do, because it's like, again, I say pain is pain.
Pain is pain.
Pain is pain, and regardless of whether you're male or female, it hurts.
It hurts.
What's that word? Love?
Yeah, is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That one word has been abused so many times. You know, because people think love is a feeling. Oh, heck no.
No, it's not, y'all.
Nah, baby. Love goes beyond feeling. I'm glad you're feeling me, but love to me is a knowing.
Right.
Knowing that this is what you want.
Right.
And then after knowing that this is what you want, pursuing. And the only way you can do that is get rid of the baggage first.
Right.
Don't jump. I heard this guy say, his dad told him, the best way to get over one woman is to get on another.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so stupid. Who does that? No. I mean, really, it took me 8 years to come out of my shadow. 8 years, because I had, the first 4 years was anger. Okay?
That part.
I'm just being real. The first 4 years were anger, because I was constantly thinking about, oh man, I could have been so far. And then
Wasting
one day,
my time.
yeah, and then reality hit me one day and said, you're talking about where you could have been then. What are you doing now?
Right.
And when that came to reality, I was like, I'm moving forward. So then I tapped back into me. Oh, girl, I fell in love with me.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
I fell in love with me.
That's it right there.
And once I fell in love with me, it was like, certain things I'm not going to tolerate. Not that I'm bigger or better than you. It's just, I've lived that life. I'm not trying to live that life again. And I'm not going to live that life. No, I'm not saying that every day is going to be perfect. Yeah, we're going to have disagreements. I don't live in a fantasy world where everything is peachy keen all the time. Negative. That's not real.
Right.
That's not real. But I am one to say, let's talk about it.
Yes.
Before we say something that will later on hurt us, if you feel like we're at this level, walk away.
Right.
I do it all the time.
All the time.
I will walk away. I'm not neglecting you. It's just that I'm at a place now where I say, I need time. I need time to think. And for me to think, that means I'm going in silent mode. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm not trying to leave you. I'm just going to go in silent mode and regather my thoughts.
Right.
Before I say and do something I will later regret.
Right, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I want to touch on that because it's all about your peace. That you know, I'm in this season where, listen.
My peace? Oh my God.
You know, I had someone tell me, I don't know who, I'm not going to call out the artist because I may get it wrong, but I'm a runner. You know, she's a runner, she's a track star. Because my thing is, I'm kick rocks. Like, I don't have time. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm done. I'm out of that phase. So I'm not going to be arguing with you. I'm more like, if we are that different, you know, different is good. But if we can't be compatible in something, then what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like Val said earlier, if it's going to be a sex thing, call it what it is at the beginning and let it roll. Let it be what it is. You know, I remember in the dating world, men especially, sorry fellas, but y'all did this. It was always, I love you, because you thought that's what us women wanted to hear.
Negative.
But at that time,
negative.
We probably did. But in today's time,
no,
oh no, we only.
Girl.
I love myself, boo. I don't need you.
I'm
Granted,
not gonna
thank you
say
for
I don't
loving
need
me.
it. Yeah, I can't say I don't need them.
I'm saying it to a point as in we don't need to necessarily hear that in order to get things. A lot of times they will use that to get their way.
That's called manipulation.
Correct. That's what I was just getting ready to say.
That's
manipulation.
manipulation.
A form of manipulation.
Love ain't got nothing to do with
the other. And so it's like now, thank you for loving me because you know what? At that time I didn't love myself, but now that I love myself, is that what you call love? Cause boo,
that's crazy because I had a guy that told me that. He said, I love you. I said, you love me. Thank you.
Right.
But you don't know me.
Right.
You know my name. Period.
That's it. What you talking about? And the thing about it is, if you love me, like Val was saying, okay, it's beyond the feeling. We all know love is an action word. Okay?
Exactly.
So therefore, if you're saying that you love me, but you're doing opposite, I got a problem with that.
I got major problem.
Right. Because then I really don't want your love. That's gonna make me run. Because your love, I don't want. And I'm gonna say it like this. I am a realist. And I believe in speaking my mind. And it may come off argumentative sometimes because of the expression. However, we are so used to letting things happen and not speaking on it. And I'm not referring to us, just us women, men too. Stop letting things go. Bring it right out. As soon as it happens, calm yourself down.
Do the body five.
Right.
Nip it in the bud.
What you talking about? Because you know what happens? The first thing, I've been doing it like this all the time. And you allowed it. So therefore it becomes a habit, right? And then now that you're tired, you want to change it. But the habit has already formed.
Exactly.
So what are you going to do about it?
Nip it
in the bud.
Absolutely.
That part.
Absolutely. And again, some men take it as you being aggressive.
Correct.
I'm not aggressive.
Correct.
I love people. And when I love genuinely. It's not for show or anything like that. Absolutely. This is me.
Right.
You don't have to do anything for me, but if I want to do something for you, by all means, allow me to do it.
Thank you.
And don't think there is a hidden agenda because they're not. That's just a part of my makeup.
Correct.
But to go into the phase of me being overly aggressive, I take that to be offensive because I'm not aggressive. I'm just a woman that speaks her mind.
Correct.
And I have a mind of my own, so therefore I'm going to speak my mind. And I'm not trying to belittle you. I'm trying to let you know this is how I am. Come to me in this way.
Correct.
As one gentleman said, teach me how to love you. Are you really ready for that?
That's
because what I teach you about me, you may not be ready for because you may say you're aggressive. No, I'm not.
Right.
I have minimum tolerance for game playing. Minimum. If you can get in between that crap, you're doing good.
Real good. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. And my thing too is I want to touch a little bit on that. Teach me how to love you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say this. Again, love is an action word.
Exactly.
I'm not that one to talk a lot. I don't talk a lot. I'm very analytical. I just watch. I sit back and I watch. I see how you move, how you do. I learn you by what you do.
Absolutely.
I'm
Say
that
it
way.
again.
I learn you by what you do. Your actions help me learn you.
Yes.
So I'm not one, and I'm gonna apologize now if you came to me or you're coming to me later on in the future or whatever. I am that one. That's not gonna be easy because I don't ask a lot of questions and I don't like giving a lot of answers. I feel like if you're interested in someone, you're gonna take the time to get to know them.
Exactly.
You don't have to ask questions. That's taking the easy way out. See how I move.
So therefore, if you ask me these questions, that means you're gonna do whatever response. No. I do not want a henpecked man.
Right.
I do not.
Because 9 times out of 10, whatever I tell you, like Val said, whatever I tell you, you're gonna do. But what makes it wrong is that if I tell you how I am and then I have a bad day and I don't act like that, then guess what? You doing a daggone 360 on me.
Exactly.
And all I am is having a bad day. But if you would have took the time to learn me and say, okay, you know what, today is Monday. Normally on Monday, she have a long day at work.
Right.
Something happened. All right, babe, what's wrong? Tell me about it. Talk to me. Instead of me saying, look, okay, I'm putting my bag down. Now, you got an attitude because of my approach when you should say, baby, what happened? Let's talk about
happened?
It. Again,
That's
let's talk about it. That's
all I want is, well, it's not all I want, but one of the things.
One of those things.
One of those things is to be able to communicate with
Absolutely.
my male partner.
Absolutely.
Communication is the key.
It's the key.
Bottom line. If I can't come to you and share my bad moments and only share my good moments, then we don't have anything in common.
Right.
Because life is full of good and bad.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to say, look, can I just vent right now?
Mm-hmm.
I don't need you to say anything. Mm-hmm. I just need you to listen to me.
Right.
And then while you're listening, hopefully somewhere in the back you're coming up with a solution.
Right.
Absolutely.
And
And a solution could be as easy as to say, okay, let me go run you some bath water.
yes.
Oh my
It's
God!
a long day today, man. Your feet hurt. Like,
Yes!
you want a massage.
Yeah, because guess what? I'm gonna do that for him.
Right, without you even
Without
asking.
you even asking.
This is what we do. This is just what we do.
Without even asking, that's what we
It's the
do.
feeling. You automatically want to do it.
You are. I like that.
I like
because
it too.
this is true. You automatically want to do it.
Absolutely.
It's not something that you feel like you need to do. It's something you want to do because of the fact your partner has become your best friend.
Absolutely.
And being your best friend, that means they know what it takes
That's
to
it.
bring you to that place
That's it.
of serenity again.
Exactly.
Bottom
Absolutely.
line. Hey y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this little chit chat. It was cool.
Yes.
It was interesting. Hope some of you got something out of it. In the meantime and in between time, I'm going to give you something that I want you to ponder on it. If any negative energy comes your way today, don't debate it. Simply look at it and say, not today, as you walk away. Take care of yourselves.
Bye.
Peace.